Hi, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Rawlinko Music Podcast. I'm your host, Terry Rawlinko. This week, we're going to take a look at a song that I wrote a few years back. It's called Out Loud, and let's see if it's held up to the test of time. This is Out Loud by yours truly. Enjoy.
All this contemplating, everyone is liberated. I'm not in a position of strength to say this out loud. Level one is trying, where's all the people dying? I'm not in a position of strength to say this out loud. I can't find the words in my head tonight, and I won't be the one who breaks it to you. And you came and you left, you stayed and you said that you don't like this anymore than I do now. You don't like this anymore than I do now. Everyone is trying, but everyone is lying. I'm not in a position of strength to say this out loud. The whole world is shaking, we are all desecrated. I'm not in a position of strength to say this out loud. I can't find the words in my head tonight, and I won't be the one who breaks it to you. Well, you came and you left, you stayed and you said that you don't like this anymore than I do now. You don't like this anymore than I do now. Everyone is trying, and everyone is lying. I'm not in a position of strength to say this out loud. You can comprehend me, but you can understand me. I'm not in a position of strength to say this out loud. Well, I can't find the words in my head tonight, and I won't be the one who breaks it to you. Well, you came, you left, you stayed and you said that you don't like this anymore than I do now. Well, you don't like this anymore than I do now. Well, you don't like this anymore than I do now.
Well, there you have it. That is Out Loud by yours truly. And just reflecting a little bit, I believe I wrote that song in the winter of 2004. So if my numbers and math are correct, I was around 15 years old. And that was sort of the time I was starting to write for the first time and just sort of gathering my thoughts, putting pen to paper and chord progressions down. And when you write a song, you really sometimes don't have an idea of what you're setting out to write. You hear a melody in your head, or you hear a melody on a guitar or piano, and you just start riffing on it. And it can be kind of a cathartic experience because you're letting out all this emotion and putting it onto paper. And at that time, I believe it was right at the beginning of the war in Iraq, and a lot of people were up in arms about it. And I, a young student of world politics and world views, was just sort of starting to make my stance in the world of, my opinions. And I sort of took that as the basis of the lyrics. Everybody's contemplating and liberating. So that's sort of what started this song off, but it really is, it kind of goes in a lot of different directions because, again, young songwriters, sometimes just pull in whatever they can to get it down on paper and get it on, get the music out. So Out Loud was sort of my first stab at serious songwriting. And I'm doing very simple stuff, but over the years I've sort of complicated it. All I'm really doing is a very simple riff, very used. It's a B minor to D to G to E minor. And then I change it up in the chorus a bit. I go, and I can't find the words in my head tonight. So I'm doing B minor to G to D to A. When you're starting to learn guitar, those are very simple repeating chords that you can use to do a lot of different songs. And a lot of artists have used that same chord progression many times over. So I'm not really reinventing the wheel here. But Out Loud, if you followed my musical career at some point or over the years, it's been there over the years for me. I've recorded it and I've played it live many times. And it was kind of cool to go back and just revisit what it was all about. So that is going to be it for this week's episode, episode 2. I want to thank you all for joining me, and remember to subscribe to the YouTube Rawlinko Music Podcast. And next week, I think we're going to do a Beatles song, a favorite of mine. I won't give away the title yet, kind of keep the suspense going. But be sure to check in next week to episode 3 of the Rawlinko Music Podcast. Thank you all very much.